Hello, Sumi Dai.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Well, I'm holding up.
That's good. So I heard from your fellow villagers that you witnessed the My Lai massacre. Is this true?
Yeah, it's true. I was about 13 years old when this happened. Me and my dad we were working as cattle drive people. We'd collect cattle, we'd milk them, we'd take care of them, and then give them off to butchers. And we were gathering our cattle up in the mountains, and we heard some commotion down in the village. So we went to go check. When we went down there, we just saw army everywhere, just the U.S. Army everywhere, just a bunch of tanks, trucks, everything, people running around with machine guns, handguns, everything. And imagine being a 13-year-old running around in this, you don't even know what's going on because you've never even seen a gun in your life. I was shocked. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to prepare for this. I was never being prepared for this. So I did the most logical thing, run to my house with my dad, and we met up my mom there, and she was there waiting for us, and she told us, let's go, let's go, let's go, somebody is here to pick us up. And they told us that there were some certain people that had cars there that had working vehicles that would drive you to the city and leave you there because the city wasn't being attacked yet. So we took the car over there, but looking behind the village, you could just see smoke everywhere, just from the burning down of the houses. So many people. And all you saw was a bunch of people in uniform killing your own families.
How did you feel about this?
Well, I didn't know how to feel, because it's like, I know my parents weren't killed, but like, how do you think the other people felt? Just imagine if my parents would have been there and gotten killed. What if I would have done? I didn't know what it was going to be.
Did you ever find out if any friends made it? Anybody else made it through besides you?
Well, I heard one of my other friends, Ching Wang Li, made it, and him and his brother only survived. The rest of his family was killed, and from the village, I'm not sure, but there was a good 500 people there at the time, so they might have massacred all of them.
So have you had any contact with your friend? Any sort of, like, try to locate him, try to talk with him?
Well, I haven't talked to him, but I heard from one of my cousins that had lived in a nearby, about 20 miles away. He had heard that he had survived, and he called me up and he told me that he was alive. So I tried to find him and everything, but I haven't been able to contact him. So I think I'm gonna make a journey next year to go over there to go visit him. So we'll see what goes on.
Do you think the village is still there, like, even if it's burned down, or what do you think has happened to it?
Yeah, I think everybody that died didn't die in vain. They're just an example, They're like, there doesn't need to be pillaging of villages. You don't need to kill innocent people to declare you war. You don't need to do that stuff. You're coming into my village, killing my friends, my family, my entire life, everything that I ever knew. You destroyed it. But I guess everything happens for a reason.
So you don't feel any grudge against the U.S. Army for what they did during that time?
I don't feel a grudge towards the U.S. Army because I know it wasn't them. The Army is a pawn. They're being played by somebody else. That's what they call the general. So.
How's your family doing with this? Do they have, like, any nightmares about this? Do you have nightmares?
Yeah, I know. It's a really traumatic experience because you just don't know what to think then. You're in the middle of all this commotion and you don't even know where to run. You see people being shot in the head. You see people being thrown into rivers. And you're over here standing. I was shocked. I couldn't even feel my heartbeat. I literally felt like I was going to die just right there. I felt like I was going to be shot. I have night terrors where I just wake up and I feel like I'm going to get shot and I just wake up feeling like my family got taken away from me too. But I like to thank God every day for keeping my family with me because, I don't even know how I would have survived.
No 13-year-old boy would be able to live through that without his family. I'm really glad your family survived, you survived, and you're able to tell your experience to everyone.
I want them to learn from the experience. I don't want my entire village and my entire country being destroyed for nothing. I want this to be an example for the rest of the world. That war isn't the way to go. The way to go is to talk to people, to look into people's opinions, you know? Because if you don't look at somebody's opinion, how the hell can you counter your own?
Thank you, Supervisor.